Why are my Roblox Lua script variables getting overridden? Imagine spending hours building your Roblox game only to find your variables changing unexpectedly. It can be frustrating, right? Today, we're going to uncover why your script variables might be getting overridden and how to fix it. First, understanding variable scope is key. In Roblox Lua scripting, variables can be local, global, or upvalues. Local variables are confined to the block or function they are declared in. If you forget to declare a variable as local, it becomes global and can be changed from anywhere in your script or even other scripts. Always use the local keyword unless you want a variable to be accessible everywhere. Next, think about modules. When you're requiring a module in Roblox, it gives you the same table every time. If you store variables inside that module table and change them, those changes are visible everywhere. But if you copy a module variable into a local variable and then change the local copy, the original stays the same. This can cause confusion because your script might think it's changing the main variable, but it's just working on a copy. To keep everything synchronized, always access and modify the variables directly through the module table. Another common reason is the difference between copying and referencing. When you assign a module variable to a local variable, you're copying the value, not creating a reference. So, updating the local variable doesn't change the original. This can make it seem like your variables are being overridden when they actually aren't. To fix this, always work directly with the module's variables. Also, remember that Roblox scripts run on both the client and the server. Variables on the client side do not automatically sync with the server. If you change a variable on the client, it won't reflect it on the server, and vice versa. To share data between client and server, use remote events or remote functions. These are special tools that send messages back and forth, keeping your variables in sync. Timing is another factor. If you reinitialize or reset variables during script execution or when loading modules, they might overwrite previous values. For example, if you're requiring a module multiple times or reset variables inside loops without checks, you risk losing data. Make sure to initialize variables only once and update them carefully. Lastly, Lua doesn't have built-in support for immutable variables. You can make variables read-only with some advanced techniques, but savvy users can bypass these protections. For sensitive data, keep it on the server and validate any changes to prevent tampering. A few practical tips. Always declare variables as local unless necessary to be global. When working with modules, access variables directly on the module table. Use print statements or the output window to track how variables change during gameplay. Avoid resetting variables inside loops unless you really mean to. And remember, for client-server communication, always use remote events or remote functions. By understanding how Lua handles variable scope, module behavior, and Roblox's client-server model, you can prevent your variables from being overridden unexpectedly. This will help you build more reliable and bug-free scripts for your Roblox creations.